Hello, everyone. Welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. Here we go. Alrighty. Well, I think it is time to go big or go home. And we go Phoenix to Boston, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco to Atlanta. I could take Montreal to Raleigh because there's a decent chance that I go through there, but I think just keeping these three is good enough. Okay, so what I think we're going to want to do, we're going to want to prioritize two things. One thing for sure is Los Angeles to Phoenix. That's going to be, and I guess by way of extension, San Francisco to Los Angeles. However, because this is a double route, I'm not as concerned about that. And then this now gives us a really nice idea of kind of how we're going to route now with, interesting, with yellow grabbing destination tickets. I love it. So probably what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go maybe even try to grab Houston to New Orleans here. I kind of like this plan. If we go Houston to New Orleans and then Los Angeles to Phoenix, I just had to make sure I hit record. Believe it or not, I have done that where I do a whole video, all the commentary, and realize I did not hit record. So, panicked there for a second, had to make sure. Anyway, so prioritizing this and then going with, because I got the Wild going Los Angeles to Phoenix, I think is a great start because now we can go up through Atlanta and then we can kind of jet over to Chicago and then go up to Boston through this way. So I think that is a great place to start. So, we are probably going to want to get Chicago to Pittsburgh. Keep an eye on Chicago to Pittsburgh. I shouldn't say like prioritize it, but just keep an eye on it. I'm going to grab yellow and pink. I would like to go pink here because getting yellow here would be awesome because I would like to maybe do orange here. Red also is probably good because going through Dallas and Houston is pretty nice. I like that plan. Suppose we could go, like if we see enough green, we could go El Paso to Houston. Like it's not impossible. Okay, so there's that, and there's a pink. Love that. All right. Because, yeah, San Francisco to Los Angeles is going to be the next thing that I really want to prioritize. Like, really, like, yes, that is what I want. Because the rest of the stuff we can kind of work around. And especially going up this East Coast, the nice thing about this, so that's interesting, is that we can kind of, all right, well, I don't mind grabbing double orange here. The nice thing about this is, like, it's a lot of double routes. So we can really take advantage of that. Hoping the pink stays, because I would like to get that triple pink. Was hoping the red was going to stay, but interesting. The Vegas routes. You're looking at Vegas to Miami. Yes. And I don't mind grabbing the black here either. Vegas to New York. Yeah, see, we're going to have to watch up in here because this tells me Vegas to New York here. I wonder if this person has Vegas to Miami and then like Los Angeles to Atlanta. Okay, so that's excellent news that they took the yellow side. Very excellent news. Okay, so really, really solid start here. This could have gone a lot worse than it did. I don't really think that I want anything on board, so I'm just gonna grab other stuff. If I can get another black, I'll probably just grab Chicago to Pittsburgh, which it looks like we will. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Yellow, yes. What does that mean? Do I need to prioritize this stuff over here? Like 3 people needed to get into Los Angeles. That is bonkers. So yeah, that leads me to be concerned about, yeah, especially because they're taking... Huh. Really? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Really? So... what does green have? Huh. Okay, I think we are okay to just grab off the top here. Just kind of collect some stuff. Okay. Totally fine with that. I'm going to grab a white here because it pairs. Okay, I don't mind that. Okay. I like that there's competition for just other stuff that I'm not really doing right now. Yeah, the fact that I haven't seen any red is very concerning. And the fact that it keeps getting taken by the person before me is even more concerning. And why are they grabbing red? Is it for a purpose, or is it just for funsies? Okay, I don't mind that, and I don't mind the red. All right, so I do have... I probably need to grab... Yeah. I would kind of like to solidify this whole little block up here. Yeah. So, I'm going to first go double white to go Pittsburgh to Washington because that is the single route. Oh man, I would say there's a red, but he's going to take it. So, we do that. Yeah, I need to not rush that up there because I don't need to. Okay, yeah. Red had a Miami thing going on. I don't have a Miami thing going on. I have other stuff that I'm trying to do. Okay, that's a little annoying. But does lead me to go yellow here. And then we're going to go orange here. Well, that would help if I plugged my computer in. Hey, look at that! Plugged in. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to solidify it because this tells me that green is trying to, like, work their way up this way. Like, maybe go up. Like, the red is confusing to me. Like, why they're going after so much red is very confusing to me. so we do this. I guess here I could go 2 black or 2 green, so either one is fine. I do need a triple. Okay, we're in okay shape here. Interesting. All right, well, I'm gonna grab this. Really would love that red. So is green grabbing the red in order to go Miami to New Orleans? And then like trying to go up, like connect up all this? There's no reason you need this much red. There's absolutely no reason. All right, I'll take the green, and I'll take one off the top. Like, you've taken all this red, and at some point, there's just no purpose in doing it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that's absolutely what they were doing. Okay, so off the top. So because of that, I am going to grab Dallas to Houston next turn with my 1 white. Yeah. 100%. 100% doing that. Okay, so Miami is now blocked off. Interesting. So I need some red. I'm going to, with the yellow, I'm probably going to go Phoenix to El Paso here unless there's a red on board. And then I guess I should solidify this up here as well. Okay, I'm less worried about this right now. I'm more worried that like this gets stolen from me, like someone needs to get into Phoenix for some reason, and then I get blocked out of there. Next turn, we'll grab Pittsburgh to New York, and then we'll see what happens. I'll see how the board looks, because I really would like to draw some more tickets. Well, this is a little too close for comfort for me. I don't really want any of that. So I guess I'll just take one off the top. Yeah, don't mind hitting that. Yeah, we're going to see what the board looks like. Gonna prioritize El Paso to Dallas. It's interesting that both red and green looks... We all seem to have big routes. Like, everyone's got big cross-country routes. Okay, so there's that, which actually completes one of my tickets. I probably draw here. Or do I grab Pittsburgh to New York first? Because I don't have any black. Nah, I'm going to draw here. Duluth to Houston is probably the best. I guess Duluth to El Paso is also very good. But the rest of this stuff, heck no. I'm not going to try to make it up to Seattle. And I can, because this, I can just jet on over to either blue or red is what I'm like. Gosh, more red. So, okay, now definitely we're going to grab. I need some red. Or I can like start to take some wilds here. Let's do this. I know green's coming up this way, and I don't want someone to have drawn a ticket where they're like, ooh, I need to get in here, and then I'm blocked out of there. That seems like I'm going to have a bad time if that happens. And there's nothing on board that I really, really want. The good news about getting over to Duluth to Chicago is it's only 3 that I need. I'm assuming I have triggered that. Okay, so there's that. I also do need a pair of something to go Raleigh to Atlanta. Everybody is trying to go cross country. Like, everyone is just, like, we all have the exact same routes, it looks like. Okay, let's grab off the top. Okay, and I will grab this pink. Unless there's a red on board, I'm going to grab Raleigh to Atlanta to be done with that. And then I am grabbing wilds because with green being only at 1 train, gotta be careful, because this game is... I think this one's going to be very close because I don't think anyone's... Of course, there's a red. I don't think anyone's really like running away with this or has a clear advantage. Like, I'm worried about... Usually there's, at this point of the game, it's like I'm worried about X player. I'm kind of worried about every player because everyone has a lot of points. And then on board, I'm pretty far behind just because of the routes that I've decided to take. Okay, so this completes the big ones. And then I'm going to grab a wild next turn to get over to Duluth. And then I probably want to draw again. I think the big issue is I think most of the stuff that I'd want to hit is already taken. I mean, there's 3 people. Like, what I want here is like, all these Los Angeles routes. I got 3 people that are connecting up Los Angeles for one reason or another. Now, you could argue that red is trying to go through San Francisco, and this was just the most efficient way. But yellow getting 7 destinations. The question is, do I think that yellow has completed these 7 destinations? I suppose Sault Ste. Marie would be another one that we could feasibly... So yeah, I'm going to grab this wild because I want to get Chicago to Duluth. I'm very, very scared that green is not completely within striking distance of ending this thing, but close enough that it makes me a little bit... close enough that makes me a little bit wary. Okay. I am going to grab this red, and then I'm going to grab this as well. Because there's a world where I just grab up to Sault Ste. Marie, and I'm not seeing Chicago to Duluth as a risk. Okay, we do that. So that completes both of those. I'm just going to grab this. Like, why not? And I think I do want to draw more tickets. Okay, I think yellow is missed. You wouldn't grab Montreal to Toronto. I think he wanted to get a Sault Ste. Marie. Well, maybe not. How is he connecting... Huh. I mean, basically what we're saying in drawing these tickets is there's one we have to have hit. Okay, I was going to say, I'm actually... I want to see what my opponents do here, though. Because if green ends it... Like, green is a pair, and they decide to trigger the end game. What do I think of that? I think I need to draw. Okay. We at least hit one, Chicago to Boston, and we get rewarded. Oh, do we ever get rewarded? Holy cow. So there's the San Francisco to Sault Ste. Marie. Obviously, we're not taking Portland to Pittsburgh, though if we had time, that actually is not that, but that is nuts that we're able to take 3. And with Yellow, by all accounts, probably missing on at least 1 ticket, we're going to get a 15-point bonus. So, I mean, assuming they don't hit something from here. But depending on what red and green do, we will have a ticket advantage. I think they're in the same boat that we're in, though, and which is like a lot of the tickets that you'd want to draw have already been taken. I am so curious on what everybody has. Okay, so they miss on Boston, Washington, but that's probably what they just took to okay. All right. So green hits all of theirs. There's Los Angeles to Miami, Montreal to Atlanta, and so yeah, that does not scare me. So yeah, we hit all 8. So the question really just depends on it may not even come down to well, I mean, it's going to come down to Yellow in terms of like, do they overtake us? But Yellow clearly has missed. Yeah. Okay, and they've missed. Yeah, they've missed enough that we will get. So we're going to tie the 15-point bonus there. Yeah, there's Seattle to New York. Yeah, so it looks like, wow, that's a really great set of tickets for Yellow there. So Yellow just got greedy, I think. So what, green gets the longest train? Yeah. So, yeah, GG, everybody. That was a really good game. A really good game of Ticket to Ride. Okay, so yeah, the Las Vegas to Miami was definitely, red was centering around that. And then for green, yeah, the Los Angeles to Miami, and then, clearly was trying to do this like Boston to Miami thing. Here's I think the fault of these two things. So you have Vegas. It's easy to go, oh look, I've got Vegas to Miami, Sault Ste. Marie to Nashville, Sault Ste. Marie to Miami. Good, these connect. The problem is that you have to make quite a journey to go all the way from Las Vegas to Miami and then all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie, that you just don't have time to draw more tickets. So while, let's take the Boston to Washington out of it, great job on Red for completing these tickets, awesome, but just at some point, unless all of us are in the same boat, which we were for a while, but then it got to a point where me and Yellow were kind of drawing more tickets, and then of course I got insanely lucky at the end. It just doesn't have the staying power. Same thing here with green. I see what the thought process was. I'm sure, I don't know which one they drew, but I'm sure it was like, oh look, I have Los Angeles to Miami and I can go Miami to Boston. And then, this is going to be great. It just takes so long to get from Los Angeles to Miami, especially because I picked up that Houston to New Orleans. You got to go up and around. This is 2 extra turns instead of just 1. Ultimately what happened was we got insanely lucky at the end that we had already grabbed to Sault Ste. Marie and got 3 tickets at the end to be able to get the 15-point bonus, though even without the 15-point bonus, we still would have won. But really, really good game there. So if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and we'll see you next time.